What up, people? It's your boy Chig. You are through to the Kombat Show. Joining me as always are my two co-hosts. First of all, say hello to Ola. Ola, say hello to the people, brother.
Yeah, good evening, people. Hope the evening meets you well. We're about to kick off the show, man. It's a somber mood, but we still got to put the show on. You get me? The show must
Got to
go on,
carry
man.
through it. Carry through these ones. And also joining me as always is Will. Say hello to the people, Will.
Hello, people. How you doing? You know, I've got to deal with that miserable fuck in that corner over there. But yeah. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, people? We're all good. Let's go.
It has started already. It's started already. And Ola's drinking, so he's definitely at some point going to bite. That's for damn sure. Please, people, once you come in, as always, do slap a like on the video. It does help the video get noticed when you're able to do that. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the last card from the previous UFC show, which was Hooker versus Poirier. Let's talk about the kind of main card. Talk about who was right and who was wrong.
Can I say one thing? Do you know I was leading in the predictions? The predictions I done use all. In the predictions, yeah, I done use all.
Let's see about that. Let's see about that.
I did not in the
as
fight
we
of
know,
the night. Yeah, not in the fight of the
no,
night.
hold on.
I was there with you when we ticked it all. I was there with you when we ticked it all.
Like I said, everything is here. So I'm gonna read it out. Yeah.
Okay.
So Woodson Erosa. We all went Woodson. Erosa won that fight. Yeah, I mean you've been killing me with Erosa like the whole week. When we're talking about Rush Kafka, is it Rush Kafka? Yeah. But like I said, Erosa's got tons of experience.
No. One last chance he had, and he put everything in there. He was losing bad as well.
Yeah, but Rob only is 5 fights in. Erosa like 25 fights in.
Don't matter.
So,
don't matter.
Of course it does. But anyway,
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So we all went Woodson, so we got that wrong. Lynn Boza, we all went Philip Lynn. Boza won in a different way, different caliber. But we all went with Philip Lynn, so we all got that wrong. Alan Dakar, what a fight by Brendan Allen and Dakar. That was a big fight. Me and Will went with Allen. Chig went Dakar. Allen won. Vellante versus Maurice Green. We all went Green. And Green won. A big call out from Boza to Green. Did you all see that call out?
Yeah,
Boza called out. Yeah, he called out Green. So, did you see what I was saying? What Boza was saying about Green? Green is like that Alki is chain smoker. He's crazy, man. You know what I mean? That brother there, so he's the next thing. So, but yeah, Green also accepted the challenge in the post fight conference. So we're gonna see how that goes. I think Dana's really happy with that one. So it's something he might put down together down the line. Perry versus Mickey Gall. Will went for Perry. Me and Chig went for Mickey Gall. We know how that ended.
You know the funny thing is,
Perry looked good, man.
Right before, I shit you not, I was about to text you and say I changed my mind for my pick. I was about to do it, and then someone said, "All right, I'll leave it." I saw a couple of interviews and I was like, "Oh no!" Like I feel like Perry's going to do this, and it happened. It really happened. I was expecting Gold to be a lot better jiu-jitsu wise. He wasn't. And Perry showed that he's no fool.
Yeah, Perry definitely looked good. Perry looked good, man. So
did Perry do it for the Ghanaian brothers?
You're a dickhead, blood. No, you guy is such a twat, fam. What's that all about? Anyways,
Well,
moving on. Luis Pena and Kamaworthy. Me and Will went Luis Pena, and Chig went Kamaworthy. Kamaworthy won. Great submission by Kama as well. Great fight. I mean, Pena was winning that fight. I don't know what happened. I don't know how that fight turned around. Pena was all over him. It was all over him, and I couldn't believe what I saw. But good turnaround for Kamaworthy.
Gave him the neck.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but he had the neck before Pena came out. He came out of the neck, didn't he? He had it. And when he had it again, we was both saying that he's gonna come out of that. But then when we looked how tight it was, we thought, no way, this is right under the chin, man. Like my man ain't getting out of this, man. The guillotine was tight, man. It was tight. I felt
sorry for Pena, you know. I really felt, because he was dominating, and then
he was dominating the fight, man. It was just one of those where one mistake can just literally cost you the fight that you've been winning. And you know, we've seen similar situation before with Rose Namajunas, where just one bit of mistake, you trap an armbar, but this girl's so powerful, and Drag picks her up, slam her around the neck, and it's game over. So
over, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just one of those. But really good fight from those two guys. And main event, this one cost me £20. Yeah, this one here really.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Remember my when I picked Dustin, you remember what I said? I said I'm only picking Dustin because he's got a dog in him. For some reason, Dustin has got a dog in him, and I feel like dog. Yeah, and the fight was basically exactly what I said. He was 2-0 down, and he brought that dog out. He brought that pit bull out.
I mean,
you underestimated him, Mola. Simple as that. Like,
he didn't. No, he didn't.
You can't say I underestimated him.
No, he didn't.
You don't show him. I said it at the time. You don't show my boy Dustin enough respect. Like you pick against him every time. I don't think I've ever heard you pick Dustin once.
Let me tell you what. Yeah, from what I was talking to Ola about, what I think his idea of picking Hooker was. He watched Hooker Barbosa fight, yeah, and so all the punishment.
Thank you. Right through the fight, what was I saying? I said this guy can take punishment. If there's any man that I know can take a punishment, it's Hooker.
Yeah.
I went back to the Barbosa fight and I saw how much punishment this guy took. And I thought there's no way Dustin's finishing this guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't going to finish him.
That's what, and he said that multiple times before the fight started, said that during the fight and after the fight ended as well. He said that. So I will, because I get to see him. Yeah, I could, you know what I mean? I get to see that.
He can attest to me. He can attest to me in real time. You know what I mean? And there was a very exciting moment where I got really carried away at the end of the second round bell. At the second round bell. Talk about saved by the bell.
Side of the seat.
Talk about saved by the bell, man.
Me, going,
bruh.
Yo, he could have been done by now.
I thought like Hooker needed 5-10 more seconds, man, and that round was done. People are talking about that round being the round of the year. I like. If you've been seeing, if you look all over social media, they're saying that round is, forget fight of the year, they're saying that round is them two were duking it out.
One thing One thing you miscalculated heavily, Hooker gasses after round 3. He always does.
Well, I didn't calculate that one. I didn't.
He always slows down after fights, and
I agree with you.
Stronger after round 3. Like he gets stronger. He's built for that long fight life. That's why, for me, I felt like unless Hooker gets him out of there first round with just a flurry, I just felt like Dustin is resilient enough to withstand this. To be fair, he got hit a lot. Like a lot more than I thought he was gonna get.
I mean, it took a lot. Both of them went. Both of them got transported. They went to hospital.
Let me put it this way.
That was a dog fight.
Let me put it this way. Round 2. You know what makes round 2 a really, really good round? even though Hooker won the round, when we all admit Hooker won the round.
Yeah.
Dustin hit Hooker with some fucking haymakers in that round too.
Oh my days.
Dustin hit him with some,
What was I saying to you? What was I saying to you during the fight? If you remember, because I've been back to watch what Eugene Beerman, their coach, had to say about the fight, and he was really disappointed. And what was I saying to you? Beerman will be so disappointed because Hooker threw discipline out of the window. And if you watch Submission Radio, that's exactly what Eugene Beerman was saying on there. We had a plan. The discipline wasn't there. My man didn't move enough. He was just standing in front of him. And what I was saying that right through the fight. I was saying, why is he standing in front of Dustin like this? You know what I mean? Their man's game plan, the whole game, their whole setup, it's about moving. It's about, you know what I mean? And you expect Hooker's game to just be a little bit more evolved if you're going for this sort of position in the top fight. Your game has to evolve. Your game has to evolve. Dustin is for people with very, very good head movements. If you're leaving your head there for Dustin to punch, like I said on the last show, Dustin's got Golden Glove. He's a Golden Glove winner. This guy's boxing is off the charts. It's not like I did. That's why I was saying that I didn't underestimate Dustin Poirier. I know what he brings to the party. I know how good his boxing skills were. And if you leave your head there for Dustin to jab off and punch off, he will do that. He'll do that all day long. He'll do that all day long. You know what I mean? So, I salute his skill set. I salute what he brought. And it was a great fight. They both, look, it takes two to tango. And both of them brought a great fight to the table. It was a fantastic fight. And candidate for fight of the year, like they said.
Okay.
Can I say one thing? From what I saw, if Dustin stops UFC and goes into boxing, he won't become one of the superstars of boxing, but he'll be up there. He'll be up there. Did you see the punches, Chig? Did you see his footwork? Yeah, his right hand. I was watching how he was throwing his right hand. Yeah, and the footwork to just throw the right hand because he's standing southpaw for starters. He's a lefty. Yeah, but to throw his right hand, the footwork he was doing to throw his right hand is boxing top pedigree style. Seriously, watch it again. Watch it again.
I think there was cleaner boxing work personally in the Max fight than this fight. This fight, I felt like there was more reckless abandoning, particularly after the first two rounds, because I think he realized he was down on the cards. So he thought, okay, I need to be a bit clever about it.
But the punches he was throwing, he was throwing the haymaker, and I say only 3% was missing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and that's boxing level. Do you get what I'm saying? That's boxing level. Even Conor can't throw that many, and have a 3% miss. Do you know what I mean? It would be like 10, 20%. This guy was just missing with what he'll throw a 5 combination and miss with half a punch because the last punch is still grazing. You know what I mean? Poirier, his hands was awesome for me. But before you guys go into the fight of the year stuff, nah.
No, I said it's for his nomination. We're halfway through the year. There's more fights to come.
There's one that's already there. That's
already there. Yeah, look, we're halfway through the year. We don't know what's gonna come on Fight Island.
Look, trust me, no one's gonna do what the girls did. Nobody's gonna do what the two girls did. Nobody.
You know what? I would like that to remain. I'd like it to remain. I want both of them to get that Fight of the Year.
They should.
When it comes around, I don't want no one to beat it. You know what I mean? But we still halfway through the year.
Because
do you think you'll be beating Chig?
What, the Zhang Weili one?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Zhang Joanna one.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
the only fight that could have beat it was last year. So fuck that.
Usman and Covington.
Yep, that's the only fight I could have beat it.
They got fight of the year last year. They got fight of the year last year. So.
There you go. Standing, yeah. Basically, phone booth from round 1 to the end of round 5. Poirier and Hangman had a bit of a breakdown there. They had a bit of a chess match.
And that's why they were talking. That's why they now brought it round to round 2 being the round of the year rather than the fight of the year sort of thing.
Because round 2 was the only round that they didn't go to the ground.
They didn't go to the ground, and they were duking it out, man. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was so good. Yeah. But so on the predictions on the fight, Will, you got 4, Chig, you got 3, I got 2. So,
wait, but before we go into it, let me have my say on Poirier. I feel like for me, it kind of more or less played out like I expected it to. I was a bit concerned that Poirier was getting hit the way he was getting. But I just felt like he was the stronger, smarter, and in the end more fitter fighter than Hooker. I think Hooker is very explosive, but I also think he runs out of ideas if those combinations are not working. Like I remember during the fight, like Bisping kept saying, "Why doesn't he just slow down his shots a little bit, land a couple, make sure he lands a couple, then explode with a combination?" Kept lunging in with his combinations, and I thought to myself, "Bruh, you need to try something. Jab your way into these combinations at least." Like there was just no adaptation of his game.
Bro, second round,
Chig. He was fighting a boxer. Yeah, he was fighting a boxer. The hands he with the feet, with the teeth kick that he was using, was his only way in. Yeah, the rest he couldn't figure out. The teeth kick was the only way he was getting in. If you watch it, and that was in the beginning, he was using the teeth kick a lot. You know that Conor McGregor kick to your stomach. Yeah, he was using that a lot to get in, and that was his way to get in. As soon as, because Dustin said, I watched Dustin's Instagram or something, and he said his legs are gone. His foot's a balloon. He said it. My foot's a balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said because they kicked and they clashed shin on shin. Yeah. And after that, Hangman stopped kind of kicking him.
Because he felt the pain too. He felt that as well.
Yep. So after that, Hangman couldn't really get in. His only way of getting in was when Dustin was blasting him right in his face. So he had to wait for Dustin to settle for him to do what he had to do, which made him look more clumsy. Dustin's head movement was there.
That second round was so crazy. Like Dustin will have 20 seconds of the fight, throwing combinations without reply. Hooker will have 20 seconds of the fight, throwing combinations without reply. I mean, at one point, Dustin threw 10 that connected so well. Hooker threw 10 that connected so. I mean, I'm thinking, what? These guys are going to fucking knock each other out. You know what I mean? But no, great card, great fight, great night. And for the Fight of the Night award, it didn't get announced, but I'm still going to award it to Hooker and Poirier. And you both chose... Will chose...
Chig won.
No,
Chig.
I chose Poirier.
Yeah. So you chose... Chig chose Fight of the Night, Hooker, Poirier. Performance of the Night, Make It Go. Will chose Performance of the Night, Poirier. You also won 3 points because Poirier did take... he put on his thing, he got paid in full with the bonuses, and then I retweeted it. So that's how I know he got the thing, got paid in full. So you also get 3 points. Chig gets 3 points. I went Bob Ross, and Fight of the Night went Allen, but they got honorary mention, so I don't get nothing. But then I did big it up until that main event. You saw what they were saying. That fight was gonna get Fight of the Night. That fight was so crazy.
Even your missus was fighting your corner for you, saying, yeah, that fight looks like
that fight was crazy. Until obviously Dustin and Hooker turned up, and they stole the show. So I mean, on another night, maybe Dana would have given it to both of them, but he did shout them out. Even Daniel Crummy shouted Brendan Allen out because he's from Louisiana. So, and they all went to the same wrestling school with Dustin Poirier. So DC was like, he had something nice to say about both of those guys, Brendan Allen and Dustin Poirier. They're from the same hometown, same high school, same all of that. So yeah.
Oh, same high school as well.
Yeah, all of that. So you both on 6 points. I'm on 3 points.
Okay.
So yeah, until we go into the next week. I'm playing catch up now. You get me?
The thing is, yeah, you will catch up easy. It's not a.
I
hope I go a bit though. I hope I go a bit further.
The way the count is going on, you know what I mean? It's nice. But Chig is on 6 points. Will is on 6 points. I'm on 3 points. So we move on to Fight Island. Is going to be when we do Friday. We're going to pick the predictions on there, and then we go from there. You know what I mean? So that's the end of what's in my notes. What's on the next agenda?
I guess so. Moving on to Jarrell Miller. I think this happened. Might have been a day after we did the show. I suddenly started seeing Jarrell Miller just trending on Twitter. Okay, why is he trending on Twitter for? And I thought, oh, maybe his fight is like today or something. And then I was like, I read this story that this idiot has popped again for drugs. And then in my mind, I'm sat there thinking, okay, well, maybe he did a John Jones and the stuff that he took before is just still in his system.
Yeah.
Read his circumstances a little bit more. I'm like, oh no, this fool actually just popped separately again. And then suddenly, all of a sudden, this video, this long-lost video from Deontay Wilder came out. And he was ranting and raving about somebody. And there was this one person in particular who was ranting and raving about. They kept saying, yeah, I know about you too. I know you've been doing it your whole career. And I know that you're one of the loudest people you're one of it's always the loudest people that are always the ones doing it. And in my mind, I was like, I wonder who he's talking about. It looks like we were talking about Jarrell Miller because for the second time, this guy has popped again. Well, what do you think about this news? Where do you think Jarrell Miller goes this time?
Ban him. It's heavyweight, so for me, heavyweight, someone could die. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's heavyweight, someone could die. So just ban the guy. Twice in a row, man. You ain't even had your comeback fight yet, and you popped again. Ban him. I'm sorry, but ban him. The rules are there for a reason. This is you get what I'm saying. This is heavyweight boxing. Mm-hmm. Punches to the head, multiple punches to the head. You could kill someone. So for me, just ban him. If it was a lower weight, give him a 2-year ban. How many years?
Despite the first part.
How many years did he get for the first one?
Didn't get anything. Everyone was expecting him to be banned for at least 18 months. He didn't get a damn thing.
Yeah, he did. So remember what I was saying.
So give him 2 years now. Yeah. If he pops again, give him 5 years. And
I don't know, man. Because if we're talking about UFC,
no. And I'm talking about a lower weight. I'm not on about the heavyweight. I'm on about if this is the lower weight, yeah, and they pop, I'd say give him this, give him that, give him this. Heavyweights, I think if you pop, that's it. Because you guys, you're heavy-handed already. Everyone's heavy-handed already. This is the heavyweights. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The chin only takes 65 kilograms of weight. Yeah, to push that. They push more than that. Mm-hmm. in chest weight. You get what I'm saying? So for me, if heavyweight, if you're taking anything, yeah, then you should be banned forever for heavyweights. The lower classes we could discuss that, but for heavyweights, me out the gate straight away. That's just me. I'm sorry, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I can't say. I'm trying to think of anything I could say that even disagrees with that, and I can't. I was so. I mean, I kind of halfway wrote this motherfucker off anyway, but when I heard that news, I was just like, "Oh, brother, tell me you've not been caught again." And I put a tweet up, and then I tried to put a tweet up, maybe trying to defend him a little bit. Like I was thinking, no, maybe just the shit is still in his system. Obviously, if he did take that much of it the first time, because apparently he was taking this massive blend of cocktails of shit from the first fight, or from the fight that he was supposed to fight AJ in. And obviously this one has flagged up something else. He'll probably try and ride it out and just hope for the best. He figured, well, boxing didn't ban me last time, so they won't ban me this time. But if there's anyone that needs one, it's him now. It's mad. It is mad to find yourself in this situation again. I think he's got to just find a way to solve the problem. So hopefully he does that.
So what do you think gave him the confidence to not have a comeback fight and then go and take something again? Do you think they had an agreement with him for snitching? Do you think he's giving something back to Vada? I know,
it could be snitching.
You know what I mean? Because what could make a man so confident and say, you know what, I didn't get punished the first time. I'm going to go and reoffend again anyways. And probably nothing's going to happen. What could make a man so confident to do that? Unless he's giving something to Vada.
Fear. Maybe after it dawned on him that, like, look, I've been caught in everything, and he was going into his next fight. Maybe he felt like, maybe I can't do it. Maybe I wasn't the man I thought I was. Maybe he thought that. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe he thought, maybe I might need this, you know, I might need this because I don't feel as confident as I used to be, or I don't feel as unbeatable as I once felt because of this. Maybe the thing made him feel invincible. So some people, do you know what I mean? A boxer I can say who cheated before got caught cheating. That same night he got caught cheating, and it wasn't even taking thing. It was his raps.
Right.
It was his raps, and they found out they used to put this liquid on, and they changed the raps. You know, your normal raps into plaster of Paris. Yeah, so
right.
It becomes hard. It becomes hard. So when you're hitting someone, you could. And then they found him. He was gonna fight Shane Mosley, and then they caught him. That fight, for the fight before, what he did to the guy before, and when he fought Shane Mosley, you'd think there were two different fighters in there. I'm telling him the story of the hand wrap guy. Beat Cotto. Beat Cotto.
Archie just said it. VS Cotto.
Begins with M.
Shout Archie in the chat, by the way. Shout Archie in the chat.
He beat Pacquiao. Well, I say he beat Pacquiao.
Pacquiao broke his cheekbone.
Forgot his name. Oh my gosh, that's gonna bother me. Keep going now. I'll find out his name.
Yeah, but him,
I know that.
Yeah, him. He like that fight when they found out the hand wraps, right? In that fight, like the odd makers, right, had him going to win by, like, let's say Khabib fighting anybody, let's say Khabib fighting anybody, and then they find out that, oh shit, they're giving Khabib some fucking juice that makes him go for 25 minutes or more without gassing, without getting tired.
Antonio
Margarito, that's the one. Margarito. And they take that away, and then all of a sudden, Khabib doesn't look like the Khabib you know. Even though he's still strong and everything.
Why are we talking about Khabib and juice? Come on, blood.
No, I'm not talking
blood.
I'm not about juice. I'm saying when you take something, when these guys have this confidence going in, when you take it away.
Next example, blood.
Okay, Mayweather. Let's just say Mayweather.
Sounds better. Carry on.
You feel better?
Yeah, I feel
Let's just say
better,
Mayweather.
man.
Yeah.
I feel better.
They take away something that helps his defense, right? He has something enhancing him that helps his defense. If they take that away, he won't feel that confident going in to fight anyone. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that's what they've done with Miller. If Miller was fighting like that for a long time, that is him. That is in his head. Barao, another greatest example, Barao. Greatest
See,
example, bro.
I would have agreed with you straight away if you mentioned Edinburgh. Straight away, with me and you could have been singing from the same hymn shit. You get me? But you had to go there, didn't you? You had to do it, blood. You had to step over the line and disrespect.
Your favorite
blood.
fighter is in the background. You see your favorite fighter there. He's in the background.
No, it's in my background. Yeah. You see my background?
Yeah, him. He's there. Yeah. He's still there.
It's in my background.
He's still there.
Yeah?
I see him.
Can you see that?
I see him.
Stop playing with me, blood. Stop playing with me.
I see Connor. Connor's face not on that. Look at him in the background. But yeah, so it's kind of like Barao and how Barao felt after USADA came in. You know what I mean? It wasn't the same Barao anymore, was it? Yeah. So I feel like if you're gonna ask me why he did it again, maybe it's because he realized I've been doing this my whole life and this made me feel invincible. So look, fuck it. They catch me again, fuck it. I'm going again. That's how I feel like. If he did do it.
Okay.
Well, I just think he's way too confident to be going around popping again and pissing hot again.
I don't think it's confidence. I don't think it's confidence. Like I said, I think it's more.
Something gave him the green light to be able to do that.
But like I said, if he's feeling like he's ready for a fight, and he feels like I don't feel that great going into this one because I ain't taking anything. Yeah, I need something.
Is it something that you lot think he'll discuss with his coaches, his corner, people that he works with? Would they know about
He would discuss with those who sold it to him the first time because they know how to mask it. They have other things you could take to mask it.
So it's just between him and his dealer.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. The dealers will tell you what to take, when to take it, when it can't be detected. They know everything. They've done the maths on it already. Do you know what I mean? So they'll tell you. So if you fuck up, that's your fuck up. You know what I mean? And if we're lucky, we might catch you too. USADA, that is. Do you get what I'm saying? So, because USADA, the more these criminals get, the more these criminals get, like they find a way to like break a rule. Yeah, USADA also catches up with them and finds out. So that's why in the long run, your boy TJ was caught because he was doing it for time as well. He was doing
I do think to get away with it or to try and attempt to get away with it, I think it was just a case of they've clearly done it for a long time. Like I don't believe that these two last busts are suddenly, new cases from Jarrell Miller. I feel like these are just things whereby they've got away with it for some time, and maybe something in the system or the way they've collected sample.
Honorable mention. Since Mayweather said Pacquiao was on the juice, Pacquiao never knocked anyone out again. Honorable mention.
Are we just gonna leave our Canelo? We're just gonna.
I was gonna say.
We're just gonna act like Canelo.
Honorable mention. Be from Mexico. Honorable mention. Be from Mexico.
We're just gonna act like Canelo didn't eat them tacos. You know what I mean?
Be from Mexico.
We can't just act like Canelo didn't eat them tacos, man. You get me? Them dirty tacos.
Man, it's a dirty game. It's a dirty game.
Yeah, man.
Dirty game. Jesus.
I pray for Jarrell Miller, man. Because look, the man's got a career in boxing and is just shitting all over it with this. You know what I mean? And we haven't really got to see the best of him or what he could really become. We haven't really got to see. And every time that it looks like there's something nice set up for him with a big fight, even if you lose it, it raises your profile. Look at Andy Ruiz. Nobody really knew that guy until, you know what I mean? Until you went with AJ. You went two separate fights with AJ. Everybody knows what Andy Ruiz now. Like him or hate him or like how he lost or like how he won. Everybody knows what Andy Ruiz now. And that's what was set for Big Baby Miller. And You know, I just feel, you know, there's like demons. I mean, I think it needs deliverance. I really does need to go and say, Pastor, somebody needs to pray for this guy, man. You know what I mean?
That's a downfall.
Yeah, man.
He earns more money than the pastors. He don't need God.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, he feels like he needs to be taking performance enhancing drugs for a warm-up fight. I'm not sure
I'm not sure boxing is for him. I'm not sure combat sports is for him if he's feeling that way.
Can I segue for a second?
Yeah, go on.
I saw a little clip, a little 15-minute video on YouTube. Actually, it was, I think, last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through it. It was the history of Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know it goes way back? Way back. I bet you guys didn't know this, that they've actually sparred before.
Yep. I knew.
What happened in the What happened in the sparring session?
Apparently, AJ got the better of it.
Yep. AJ fucked him up. He said it himself. Fury said it himself. This is before Fury was world champion, way before he fought Klitschko.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, you probably heard over the last couple of weeks that Dillian Whyte also sparred Fury when, this must have been 2013, I think. They got the better of him. So, So, I mean, these things happen. I mean, to be honest, I don't really pay that much attention to sparring stories, purely on the basis that, you know, sparring, it is what it is. It's practice.
Yeah, I'm going to inject this one in my veins, though. I'm going to inject this one. I'm going to inject this one in my. I'm going to inject this one in my veins, man. Like, I'm going to inject this one in my veins. You know what I mean? To me, I just think when this party said it adds to the mental and the psychological part of. They've always said it. Like, the physical is like 10% or 20% in combat sport. The rest is mental and psychological. Yeah. You know what I mean? And if somebody's got the better of you before, you just don't know. And that's what's so intriguing about, say, the Usman Gilbert Burns fight. Because we don't know what them two know about each other. So, because they spar all the time, they train all the time, nobody knows what them two know about each other. Why would AJ offer Fury to come and spar with him again? Yeah,
fam, he wasn't gonna do it.
Hold on. See, you're jumping.
He even said himself. I don't even know why I said that.
You see how I let you land? You see how I let you land?
No, I know where you're gonna take this. All
right, take it where I'm gonna take it. You take it where I was gonna take it.
No. Go on.
I'm gonna sit back here and watch you fall off a cliff. Take it where I was gonna take it.
Nah, go on, land. Go on, land. If you get there, I'll tell you.
So check this out. Now, my man said it was gonna he offered him to do the sparring, and obviously we know what happened there. Look, even though Fury accepted the sparring straight away, I think it was playing poker with AJ. It was more of a poker game. Like, all right, so you think because you bagged me up before, because I didn't even know this before, but now you said it, I'm just speculating. Or you think you bagged me up before in sparring, you think you can do that again and put some mental plant up in there. Obviously, AJ was like, it was probably addressing some old shit, trying to bring up old shit mentally, just to plant a seed in his head. Not so much actually go and do the sparring, but remind him that I sparred you before and it didn't really go well for you. So maybe let me come and spar you again and just plant that seed in there without really meaning to. Did that look like where I was going to you? Did that? Tell me. You said you know where I was going.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly but my whole point was.
Next time, just let me land in because we was gonna arrive in the same destination.
No. My whole point was, even though I know where you were gonna land and you have landed exactly where you did, he actually said himself, AJ actually said himself, after Fury accepted it, why did I even say that? I knew he was gonna accept it. I shouldn't have said anything. Why did I even say that? Do you know what? Next time I'm not even gonna say anything. That's why I'm saying, even though whatever you're going to land at, might make sense, your guy has actually thrown your sense out of the park already by saying, I was only joking. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That before you even land, before you go there, your guy's he already threw it out of the park. I was only joking. I knew he was gonna say come, but I didn't expect it to be this soon. I was only joking. I'm not gonna go help him. He said it himself on Sky again. Do you know what I mean? So
I've not seen AJ say that last part. So I've been overhearing you guys argue. That very last
you've not
part,
heard him say about.
I've not heard him say, "Oh, I was joking. I didn't mean it."
I was after this show. I'll send you the clip.
If that is the case, fine. But I'm gonna just interject and say, personally,
cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Because they asked him on Sky Sports again. And he said, "Oh, I knew he was gonna take that. I knew he was gonna say yeah." But the thing is, well, basically, it's all mind games, isn't it? And I wish I'd never even said that. I wish I never even said that on TV. I should have just private messaged him. I wish I'd never said anything. That's what he said himself. No lie. And I was quite shocked, like, wow, as if you actually take it back. But okay, but it's all mind games, so yeah.
And that was a Sky Sports interview, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. I'll look at that.
Yep, you can check it out.
I still think AJ knocks him the fuck out. I'm saying it. I've been saying it, and I'll keep saying it.
I know.
I keep saying it. Bro, I'm standing on my 10 toes, but I'm 10 toes down on this one, fam. You know what I mean? I still think AJ knocks him the fuck out. I've been saying it for months. I've been saying it for time. Not even months. I say it, you know what I mean? Like, I think AJ puts his lights out, fam.
Okay.
I think that's the way he has to approach it. He has to approach. He's not going to outbox Tyson Fury.
That's the thing. I think AJ knows that as well. He's got to come down there and really, really test that chin. Somebody's got to put that chin to the test again. Wilder done it.
Somebody already has. No.
I said, Wilder. You see, like I said, when we're going to the same destination, let man reach there. Yeah, Wilder done it. The man came back like Undertaker. AJ's gonna do it and do it for good this time around. That's where I'm going from. Yeah. I think AJ look, at the end of the day, a fight is a fight. It could end up anyway. You know what I mean? Because of what's happened. Hold on. Because of what's happened with AJ Ruiz fight, everybody's thinking it could go that way for AJ. But we also know that with proper power, good connection, Fury can go down too. Fury can go down. So it's not above getting knocked out. It's what I'm trying to tell you. He's not above it. Them man ain't above it. Either of them man there can get, and we already know Wilder done got knocked out by Fury. So all three of this man can knock each other out. We already know that. So there's nothing new here to unpack because we've seen it. It's just who's better with it on the night.
I mean, I'm just reading the story here. That basically was saying, just to follow on from Will's point, a student of the game, AJ, who sparred Fury as an amateur, also wants to learn from the best in training, even if it means working alongside his rival. AJ explained, you know what it is? Fury's a world-class fighter. I'm a world-class fighter that is still trying to improve, so I can become an elite-level fighter when I'm fighting. Sparring Fury is only going to do me good, in my opinion. So I'm never too big for my boots where I can't learn. So that opportunity for me to spar Fury was for my own benefit as well. The reason why I thought about it and the reason why it came to fruition for me is because but it's because I feel like if it was Fury to win that fight, I think he would be more inclined to fight me next and quicker than Wilder would. So, so that's why I was rooting for Fury to win. He said it was going to explain why he regretted asking Fury to spar, but it doesn't in this article.
He already said it, and he said I shouldn't have said that because I knew he was going to reply straight away. So he put me on the spot.
Yeah, the Fury called. Yeah. Fury was playing poker with him. He called his bluff.
He said it. And this is Joshua said. And Joshua said, "I knew he was good. I shouldn't have done that. Really, I should have done that privately. I shouldn't have done that in public. I shouldn't have called him out on Sky Sports or wherever. He just beaten Ruiz, so he was on a high then. He just beaten Ruiz, so he was a bit on a high. So he felt like I was just too excited. I shouldn't have said anything."
Two-time blood. Why would you not be on the high? Two-time. Only three heavyweights has ever done that. You know what I mean? Why wouldn't it be on the high? You say he's on the high. Why wouldn't it be on the high? Two-time.
Because he just won his belt back. He would be on the high.
Yeah. You just hear me say two-time blood.
That's what I said.
You know what I mean? Only three heavyweights he's done that. That's why he's on the high. You know what I mean? So look, at the end of the day, these guys are heavyweights. They know each other's power. They know what each of us bring into the table. They know what their skill sets is. These are novices, you know what I mean? And on any given... How
many heavyweights you said only done this? How many heavyweights you said only done this?
Three. He's the third one.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Go on then. I know you know it. So if I'm wrong, correct me.
Muhammad Ali.
Mm-hmm.
Lennox Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Tyson.
Where?
Tyson won his belt back. Won a belt back when he came back from prison. He became a world champion again. That's why his fight with Lennox Lewis was a unification bout.
Muhammad Ali, Lennox, and there was this other fighter. Starts with the
There's so many. I'm just saying the popular ones. No. I'm just saying the popular ones, and I'm gonna go into the deep ones too. That's what about. I'm thinking. What?
All right, hold on.
Champions. You crazy?
No. That won their belt back on immediate rematch. Because all the other guys took another fight and then came back. 2 times. That won their fight on immediate rematch. Because everybody was trying to tell AJ.
What you said then. Rephrase what you said.
All right, everybody was trying to tell AJ.
Only 3 people won it 2 times.
That won it back with. All right, okay. That won it back with immediate rematch.
Okay, gotcha.
Is one of the elites that done it with the immediate rematch.
It's not about elite or not. He's still even though you think,
like I said,
he's one of the elite. Yeah,
all the best people in the world. Hold on, the best who done it are better than him, bro. The best people in the world was telling AJ to take another fight.
I bet you're saying
Ruiz gonna fight the next man, then fight that man. I like Chig. Chig, tell them, man.
Ola, listen to yourself. Yeah, you said elite of the elite, so you're disrespecting the other guys.
No. I said he's one of the elites.
No. Listen, you're disrespecting the other guys who didn't do it straight away. Yeah, who are much more legendary.
Instead of backing your case up, you're trying to discredit my shit.
I'm not discrediting. No.
That's what you. Instead of backing your shit up.
No, I'm saying this is what you're saying.
I already said.
I'm saying this is what you're saying.
Don't sit on my points. Yeah, add to it if you want to add to it because my point is my point.
No, you're disrespecting the other fighters by saying
I'm not.
Elite of the elite.
I said he's one of the. I said he's one of the few.
He's got balls. The others
didn't have
balls to do it.
No. I said the best. I said the best fighters were they not advising him? Am I lying? Did they not advise him to take another fight or to sit this one out? Is that not what happened? Did AJ not tell him to fuck off, including Lennox? Did they not tell him to change his whole camp? Did they not tell him stuff? And he told them, bugger off. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to go and get that thing back. Did everybody not think he was going to get knocked out? Did you not lose 50 pounds because you think Ruiz was going to knock AJ out?
70.
All right.
You keep saying, I don't know why you keep saying 50. 70.
fam, like at the end of the day, yeah, there's loads of youths that for AJ was gonna fuck up in that fight because he went for the immediate rematch. That puts him at the elite blood. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That puts him in a different bracket because there's only a few man, only 3 man. He's done that thing there.
See, when you say that puts him in the league. Only 3
man. It puts him in a different bracket 2
that
times.
That is disrespectful
in the heavyweight
all the other legends.
In the heavyweight division,
who didn't go straight away.
Look, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you on boxing, but that's one fact that I know. One fact. You might know all of the other shit, but that's one fact that I know. And you can't take that away from AJ, brethren.
When Muhammad Ali lost his belt, he didn't get it straight away. He didn't go. His next fight wasn't a fight for the title. He had to fight a few fights promoted by the champion to even get to the champion himself. So you're saying Ali as well is not an elite fighter. Listen to what you're saying.
Elite fighter.
Listen to what you're saying.
And look, at the end of the day, yeah, right. all I'm saying is, all right. I did mean to say who won by immediate rematch. That's what I meant in my mind. That's what I was thinking.
But
you know what I mean?
But then you put the asterisk on by saying the elite of the elite.
Well, it's one of the elite of the elite. It's one of the 3 man that done it. It's one of the 3 man that done it by doing an immediate rematch.
Listen, it doesn't matter how quick you done it.
A whole bunch of people done it. A whole bunch of people done it.
Yeah, but when there's bigger legends, way bigger legends who didn't go his same route. You're trying to say, yeah, the greatest boxer of all time to you guys, because you guys chose Ali as your greatest boxer of all time. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
I did. Even my thing.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
Cannot lace AJ's boots. That's what you're saying.
AJ didn't even make my top 10.
But you're saying now,
no,
the guy who made the top 10 is so elite that other guys can't lace his boots.
But no. You see, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I did not even go there. All these sentences and words that you're bringing in, that's just you trying to sprinkle some toppings on your discreditment. Yeah, that's just you trying to, you know what I mean? You're just trying to sprinkle some shit on it. I didn't say all of that. All I'm trying to say, hold on. All I'm trying to say, AJ is one of the 3 man that won their fight back by immediate rematch, despite the advice by all the best legends, all the best boxers, all the best everything. I think I could almost say maybe only Johnny Nelson was really with AJ on the immediate rematch thing. Everybody else was telling him to go different route. Only Johnny Nelson was coming out saying, nah, do it like this. The way you want to do it is how you should do it. Only Johnny Nelson was really telling the man, I'm backing it. He's the only man that I see backing the team blood. No one else was backing it. Well, I was backing it with my Wonga. You get me? Yeah, fam. So if there's one thing I know for a fact is one that is
can I make this argument?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
This was not on the docket, people. People watching this. This was not on the docket. This wasn't talked about. But I made this claim 5-6 weeks ago, and he lashed out. I was like, no, I don't. Do you notice every 4 weeks or so, we'll bring out this AJ argument. Everyone has a debate and a row about it. Then we settle back into us. He just has he has this knack of bringing it up, triggering somebody.
Chig.
That's why I've not said a single word.
Have you forgotten how I brought his name up?
You said. Can I just bring this up? Because I watched the document, and he said that they sparred, and it's literally gone from that to the last 20 minutes.
And they sparred. Continue. And they sparred. Go on. And what did I say? And they sparred. And what?
And he beat him. Yeah.
So where did I start?
You tell me. Yeah? So you tell me why 20 minutes later you two are arguing.
Because he started because this guy over this side started going on about how he's the elite and he's only done this and he's only when he started saying them sentences, that's when I felt you're disrespecting all the upper legendary heavyweights. That's how I felt straight away. Whoa. As soon as he started saying and he won it back and he did this and he done that, because when I said what I said, Ola went into a tangent of telling me about AJ. I kept quiet, was listening to him, was listening to everything. Yeah. But come on, he just went into a whole, and he's one of the only ones that's that. There's only 3 boxes. There's only 3. That's when I started feeling like, wait, hang on a minute. Only 3 boxes.
Yeah, but there's only 3 blood that won it by immediate rematch, blood.
You see what I'm saying?
There's only
you see what I'm saying?
Blood. That now you tell me.
Now you tell me.
By immediate rematch.
Now you tell me. Now you tell me. Now you tell me. Yeah.
Well, go and do your Googles, blood.
So you miss all of this. You miss all of this part, and you just realize how triggered I was.
I am where I am.
All of it. Every single one of it.
I am where I am.
So you didn't feel disrespected when he said at the elite. AJ
no.
Only one of the, when he
I
was corrected
that statement. I corrected that statement. I corrected that statement because that's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant to say, though.
But before he corrected it. He's saying why I go on this tangent, and I'm saying it's what you said that got me on this, right?
So he triggered you, is what you're saying.
And even then, you still try to wrap man up when you know your argument is fucked up, blood. Trying to sprinkle some bullshit on some dead argument, man. Like I'm trying to make it look good. You know what I mean?
You were
go look on it.
I was listening to you.
I ain't hyping AJ. I'm telling you facts, blood. I ain't trying to hype AJ. It's facts. He's only one of the 3 that won it by immediate rematch. It's facts.
And what difference does it make to? But
I'm Johnny Nelson. Look, this is facts.
What I'm trying to say is, whether he won it back straight away or 10 years down the line, what difference does it make to the other guys?
It makes a ton of difference because not everybody's done it.
So Ali didn't do it.
Not everybody's done it.
Yeah, I know. Ali ain't done it. So it makes a big difference to Ali's career, right? That's what you're saying.
Not everybody's done it. Not everyone's
Ali ain't done it. Ali's not done it. Ali's still the greatest of all time. Ali's never done that.
It's like me trying to compare Man City's little treble to your treble. So because they done the treble, it means they done your treble, yeah. All right, there you go. Nobody's done it. Yeah, let's move on. Moving along.
So you're basically saying, yeah, that AJ is better than. Okay.
I'm just saying. Contrary to every.
Did you hear that?
I'm just saying that contrary to everybody's advice, everybody wanted AJ to do something else.
We've heard that part,
including you. So I've already. That's why I said moving on. Let's move on.
We've heard that part.
Let's move on because
Chig,
you know what? You know when
triggered. Chig, and you wondered why I wasn't triggered. Chig, and you wondered why I wasn't triggered, Chig. Wow, you missed all of this part. You missed all of this part.
All you need is AJ's name in your life, man, and you lose a fucking plot, blood. You know what I mean?
It's what you said.
I know what I'm buying you for your birthday. I know what I'm buying you for Christmas. I know what I'm buying you. I'm going to buy you AJ's mug, AJ's fucking Christmas tree. I'm buying you AJ's fucking t-shirt. Like AJ's merchandise is coming through your door, blood. Trust me. You know I'm efficient with that shit, blood. You know I'm efficient with that, man. I know where to get them, blood. Don't worry, man. I got the plug. I got the connection.
Archie, I don't hate him. I just hate when they
hype
him
up
to be something.
He does.
Something he's not. I hate it when they make it seem like there's no other boxer that exists. I hate it when they do that with him. I hate
No. I recognize all the other boxers. Didn't I just say everybody can knock everybody out?
Yeah.
Did I not say that, Chig?
Yeah.
Every man can knock everybody out in that top 3. So where did I say AJ is the best fighter and all of those? I'm just saying everybody can knock everybody out. Everybody's got the power to do it. Everybody's got the skill set to do it. We've seen the referee stop Fury against Wilder. We've seen Fury knock Wilder out. And we know AJ can put Fury away. And we also know that Fury can knock AJ out and can knock Wilder out. So we've seen everything. So
but we don't. Wait. Do we know?
We're in all of that.
Do we know if AJ and Wilder could knock each other out, though. We don't know that, though. We don't know that.
Fam,
Who can take who's punch?
We'll cross that bridge in 2023 when we get there.
Wilder still have that power in 2023, you know. He'll still have that power.
We'll see, innit? We'll see. Does he have the movement? Does he have the youth?
We don't care about that. We only have to catch
the all right. You man, it's you that's gonna come and say, oh yeah, but he's old, but he's not moving like that. Oh, his outfit was too heavy for him. Oh, he weighs 47 pounds instead of 45 pounds. Like you're gonna come with all the excuses.
I'll take the loss. I'll take the loss. Fuck it, I'll take the loss. I'll still tell you age is a factor, but I'll take the loss. Fuck it.
I'll be there, man. I'll be there.
I don't think you'll take either loss very well.
I can't believe you, Chig. Yeah, a boxing historian, and you let this man talk about our guys like this.
No, this was not my fight.
Man talk about our guys.
This was not my fight. This is
Chig not my fight. Chig has been in this fight so many times, blood. Well, I'm just kicking back. Chig has been here plenty of times. You know what I mean? He say, "Boy, I'm leaving this one alone tonight, man. Let other deal with this, man." Yo, if there's one boxer that I will defend here blindly. I'm a homer when it comes to this guy. Look, I put my hands up. I'm a homer when it comes to this guy. This is my guy, blood. I ride with this guy with more. Look, I back him, blood. Yeah, with my pocket, blood. You get me? It's not no joke thing. You know that already. You felt that already, blood. You know what I mean? No joke thing, man. I back it, blood, with my pocket, man, with my chest, blood. You understand?
Go on, tell us who. Go on, who? Who is it? AJ.
Let's move on.
Right. So that was hilarious. Moving on to Khabib. Obviously, his dad, whose first name I can never pronounce. That's why Ola's here. He has been suffering with. He initially contracted COVID, and in his particular case, it was particularly deadly, given that he had a lot of heart issues. I think it was the year before he had heart surgery, open heart surgery the year before. So you could see Khabib, particularly when he was kind of filming himself and, you know, doing it on no, it wasn't Instagram, it was on Twitter. Basically, kind of, it was very somber. It was very kind of like, you know, I'm just glad I'm here with my dad, and you know, it was still not out of the woods yet, because the last encouraging sign I heard was about 4 weeks ago, saying that he was slowly edging out of intensive care, but he's not completely out of the woods. And then literally just to turn around today and see that he actually passed away, it's just like, wow, my word, this guy, he must have been, what, 43, 44?
No, what, 57?
Oh, sorry, thinking of something else. 57 is who I'm thinking of. So, yes, it was very, very sad opening Twitter today and realizing that he had passed away. And obviously, you put it in the group. Or was it Jamie that put it in the group? I can't remember.
No, Jamie put it. I had to verify it still. Cause yeah. I didn't know whether it was trolling or not, man. You know what I mean? Like, I had to go back and verify that.
Yeah, that was really sad, I must admit. All I can say is RIP. I do think Will brings up a point, and I think I brought up a point after that in the group chat, which basically said, you know, it'd be interesting to see how Khabib reacts, because you seem to think that he'll use it as a motivating tactic. Whereas I think that is quite a, for me, that is quite an emotional ask to say, my dad's just passed, and I'm still going to fight this fight, which was already complicated going into it. What do you think, Will? Do you think this will have a lasting effect on
Khabib? I think we're going to see a much more reckless Khabib. We're going to see a much more reckless Khabib, because every time he did anything reckless, what did he say? Oh, I've got to go back to my father. He felt like he was always in check with his dad. Yeah. Anytime he did anything wrong. So right now we're going to get Khabib who ain't getting the advice from his dad. So it's just going to be I don't know. I want to see this Khabib. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight first before I make my mind. And also, if he loses for the first time, I could say Khabib will. I think if he loses, he will retire. Not if he wins. I think if he wins, he would stay on.
Yeah.
If he loses, he'll retire. Because what's he got to prove? What has he got to prove? He's beat everyone. Do you know what I mean? He's beat everyone that he's meant to beat. He's beat all the contenders. The only person he ain't fought is Tony. Yeah, the only person we would have liked to see him fight was Tony, because Tony was the only one that would have been different. You could say Hangman, if he had a little bit much more ground game. You say Hangman could replace Tony, but he's still not Tony, is he? I mean, Tony's the only guy who enjoys being put on the ground, and that's what could be like. So that was a mashup. I mean, we've seen, as much as I'd like to put money on Gagey and everything, we've seen Khabib fight a Gagey kind so many times, and we've seen what he does to them kinds so many times. The mashup would have been him going on the ground, someone loving the ground and very good with submissions and getting your heads, arms, shoulders, and things. And also going back to this, I know Tony lost to Gagey, but we have to remember Tony was preparing for a wrestler or someone who was going to put him on the ground for a long time. I don't think he was preparing for a stand-up, to be honest with you. And so also game plans, you know what I mean? So that is the only thing that I think fucked up Tony with this thing as well. So yeah, we've seen it all before. As I was gonna say, I think I've already told all of this. I think when Gagey won, I said to Ola straight away that Khabib's won the fight. As soon as Gagey won, because we watched that fight together, right? And I said to you straight away, yeah, Khabib's won that fight. And you said, oh, what are you saying that for? And I said, because he's fought that style so many times. It's easy. He hasn't fought a Tony Ferguson. That was the intriguing part for Ferguson fight.
I still think stylistically it's the hardest fight for him.
Nah.
I know people say Justin. I still think stylistically.
I thought Edson Barbosa was a bad fight for Khabib. I thought Edson Barbosa was a bad fight for him. Yeah. I thought Barbosa was a bad fight for him. He walked through the kicks like they were nothing. Especially that last kick that Barbosa connected, the heel kick that he connected with. And then my man, it hit him on his head and he just went, what's that? And then walked forward. And I thought, okay, something else. This guy's something else. You know what I mean? So, like I said, when he could take Barbosa's punches and all that crap, yeah, and the kicks as well, I don't think Justin will do anything to him. I don't think Justin will do it. If Justin does, hey, I'll be very much surprised. I bet I'll probably take Ola up on an offer on a bet for because it's a big fight. Even though I don't think he might win, I just, I do it for the love of the sport. You know what I'm like. The Conor fight too, I did that. But I can't see Justin winning. I can't see Justin winning. So, but I would like to see, just with Khabib's dad situation, I would like to see the reaction from it. If he beats Justin the way he normally does, then we all know that maybe the dad was just there. But if something happens in within, then we actually will understand how influential his dad was to him. So until the Gagey fight, I can't really say.
I think personally, from my perspective, I've always kind of felt like, if you lose your idol, and especially an idol so close to you, and in Khabib's case, was his father, I'd be very surprised if we don't see a retirement after the Justin fight. I think he'll want to keep the same date in the diary because, so I don't see that being something that particularly bothers the Nurmagomedovs. But I feel like in terms of everything else, I feel like Khabib might just say, you know what, I've been in enough wars, I've made enough money, I don't need to fight this idiot again. This idiot, I mean Conor. I don't need to prove anything to anybody else.
This idiot.
And it just might ride off into the sunset. And then maybe come at a later date while he's all kind of refreshed, might decide to come back. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I think from my perspective, it would just be interesting to see, like you say, what kind of interview he does next. That would be the interesting thing. And we can judge it from there. Is there any more?
Before you go to Ola, because I know Ola hasn't said anything yet. Before you go to Ola, can I say one thing? I think now also with Khabib's dad dying, I think the Conor fight is gone down the drain because Khabib's father was the main one pushing for the Conor fight anyway. So that fight, I feel like, has gone down the drain. Ola, you can go now.
Yeah, I agree with you, actually. Yeah, I think it's probably gone, maybe for slightly different reasons, but I think that fight's gone, regardless.
Real quick, I definitely want to tip a drink for Khabib's dad. You know what I mean? It's a sad day for the MMA community. It's a sad day for the sport, his family, his loved ones. It's a very, very well-respected personality in his country, in MMA. Simple. We know what it means to Khabib. We've seen all the tributes today, and even in some of the most vile war of words that Khabib engaged in with Conor, he was still saying, "Listen, I forgive Conor. I invite him over to Dagestan, and when he comes over, it will be our dear guest. We'll look after him because he is that kind of guy." And truth to what you're saying, in terms of Khabib and his relationship with his dad, he did say, the interviewer did ask, well, what if Khabib don't really want Conor? That he said Khabib would never stand against anything I say, against my instructions. What I say goes, and it's been like that in the Republic of Dagestan for centuries. Those were his words. So, as difficult as these days, I feel Khabib has been training. He's been training a lot. He's been training for the past month. I watch all his training videos, all his training. So he's been preparing for the Justin fight whilst going to visit his father, and he knows what the possibility of it might be. We've seen people like Cody Starman. His brother died in his sleep. He came in and put in an absolute war, right? And won the fight. Obviously, it didn't really knock the fighter up, but it won the fight. So what's happened could go either two ways. And I understand, like I said, I'm not going to rule it out. I can't rule it out that it might make Khabib more vulnerable, as in to use your words, Chig. You know what I mean? More vulnerable, or maybe weaken his game, or like you said, Will, make him reckless. But I really do not see. And for me, and that's just me, I don't see any of that happening. I think it's a motivational tool. It's something he'll use in honor of his dad. And I think it dispatches Justin in the most savagery way. Hold on. I think it dispatches Justin. I think it dispatches Justin in the most savagery way. He gets that W, because Dana has been saying for months, Conor, you're not fighting Masvidal. You're not fighting Usman. You're not fighting any of these guys. You fight the winner of Justin and Khabib. I actually think Khabib will take that fight for free if he has to, because there's reasons to see Conor again. There's reasons to see him in the octagon. There's things to settle. There's conversations to be had in the octagon. And I think Khabib definitely wants to would want to address those conversations. But right now, in the Islamic religion. I don't know if you guys know it, but you know, talking to the guys in the chat as well. As a Muslim, you have to be buried within 8 days. So that funeral will come and go very, very quickly. The fight is not till September. And this is what I'm trying to say, that as much as... Look, we see Daniel Cromie. I think it was just before he fought Ozdemir. Was it Ozdemir when he lost his dad? You should know, Will. He lost his dad. Benoit, is it Benoit? That's his dad's name. We saw what he did to Ozdemir. We saw what DC... You know what I mean? We saw the way he didn't, you know, yeah, he got emotional after the fight, dedicating the fight to... Ozdemir didn't have a prayer. Did you see what DC done to Ozdemir in that fight? In no time. They called the Ozdemir no time. He showed you what no time was.
Can I say something? Oh, no, finish.
So to me, as much as DC's... Look, these are professional fighters. There's people that some tragedies happen to, and they still come in, they put it down, they put it all on the line. Sometimes it goes one way. We saw it with Walt Harris. Shout out to Walt Harris and what he went through with his stepdaughter, you know. So it depends how much it takes you out of the game, because Walt Harris was out for a long time before he came back and had it with a very, very active Overeem, you know. But Khabib he's been staying active. He's been active. And that's where I think that difference is. And I think we're going to see a very different Khabib, like you said, maybe a little bit reckless, but Khabib's dad has only been in his corner once. In the Poirier fight. He's always had his normal corner there. Javier Mendes, the head. This is the guys that Khabib listened to. When it comes to fight time, when it comes to the preparation, Javier Mendes said it. I don't know. I keep saying to you guys, go and watch his shit. I get Khabib for the last 6 weeks of the fight, leading to the fight. When it's leading to the fight, 6 weeks is what I get Khabib. I prepare with him. I do the game plan. We do everything together. How I want it to go, where I want it to go, all of that. 6 weeks of the 3 month. So it might do what Khabib has been doing for the last month and a half. The next bit going into the fight for the last 6 weeks is to Javier Mendes. It's not with his dad. His dad ain't telling him nothing about the fight. So to me, I don't think, even though he's a coach, very, very good coach, he's been in Khabib's life all his life, we know that. But when it comes to fight time, especially in all the fights and title defenses that Khabib has had without his dad there, it is not like he's had his dad in the corner there, cornering him, and he still does what Khabib does. And I think we're going to see the same Khabib again, maybe with a bit more savagery. And that's what I think everybody's missing.
You finish? I'd like to elaborate on something you said. With the Cody Statman thing, Cody still wants a title. The hunger is different. Do you understand? Cody wants a title. Khabib's already got a title. He's already at the pinnacle of what people want to get at. It's a different drive when you're up there.
This is where I was going to say this myself.
Yeah. It's a different drive. When you're up there, it's different. When you're getting up there, it could be motivational to get up there. Wait. I said a couple of points. And your DC one as well. I was getting there. Your DC one as well. Yeah, DC lost his dad. What influence has DC's dad got in his MMA career?
Which is what I said, that Khabib's dad does not have no real influence.
Yes, he does.
Come to fight night, come to preparation of the last 6 weeks.
I asked Javier. He has to still check in, yeah, and tell Abdulmanap
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah. Yep, everything they do every day, he still has to check in with him and let him know, this is what we did, this is what we did, this is what we did. They all work together. He might not be there, but they speak a lot. Listen to your Javier.
Yeah, they speak a lot. He doesn't see what happens. Like, it's not like, everything gets recorded through.
No. He gets told what's being done, and it's like,
Then you're
But
underestimating how mentally strong Khabib is. You're underestimating
No. I'm not saying
all the wars that Khabib. Are you crediting every war that Khabib has been in to his dad or Khabib's corner?
He credits
the people
it to
that
his
was with
dad.
him.
He credits it to his dad.
Look, of course he does, but not look.
His dad said himself. You said it yourself. Nothing moves without my say so. Nobody does anything without my
with the respect part of things. With the respect side of things.
Nobody does anything without my say so. That's what he said. And Javier's already said as well. Mr. Nurmagomedov runs everything. As much as he's over there, he's the one who runs it here. He's already said that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from Khabib's mental capacity or anything like that. I'm just saying, there was someone to keep Khabib in check. Khabib was a crazy guy. There was someone to keep that craziness with a smile on his face. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, this crazy, there's nobody to tell this crazy, calm down. We're going to see there's things he's going to do, that his coach is going to tell him that he knows I can disrespect because my dad ain't going to tell me, no, next time you should be listening to your coach.
I don't know if that's the case. Like, this guy is one of the most disciplined people.
You play this for me. You play this for me this week. How many times does Javier say when Khabib chooses to do stuff, that's what he chooses to do? That's not the game plan. Our game plan is to do it. How many times did you tell me that? Like I said, there's a reckless. I'm listening to everything you're telling me and using what you're telling me. There's a reckless guy in there whose dad keeps him in check. Now that his dad's not there.
Not on fight nights.
Yes, but he still goes
not
back.
On
he
fight
still
night.
Says.
Not on fight week. Not on fight night. Not on the corner. He's there with the people that he's with. That's what I'm trying to say.
After he did what he did with the Conor thing, what did he say on the post? Oh, my dad's gonna kick my ass. Now you guys don't even understand, man. Anything I do wrong, my dad kicks my ass. Anything I do wrong over in the UFC, my dad. He said that, right? Right? Right or wrong? Right or wrong, Conor? Right or wrong? Me calling you Conor. Right or wrong, Ola?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and
that's what I'm trying to say.
This is why I said to you, and you, Chig, both of you, I'm going to be real generous with you.
What's this knockout, by the way? Watch it.
I'm going to be real generous to you. I'm going to be really generous. I'm going to give both of you 3-1 on this fight. That's how generous I am. I'm a good guy like that. I'm going to give both of you 3-1. Yeah? You're 1 to my 3. Yeah? I'll give you 3-1.
What's your 1?
How about that for generosity?
How much is your 1?
No, stake what you want to stake.
What, 50?
What, 50? So that stake what you want to stake. I'll take the 50. And I'll put my 150 to it.
On the Khabib fight.
Yeah, I'll take your 50 and I'll put mine to it. 3-1.
When it gets closer.
No, there's no get closer. We know that's the next fight.
That's what I'm gonna say.
We know that's the next fight.
You know what? Let me shake your hand now. Let me shake your hand now so we don't twist and turn. Nah, I'll take it. Yep, I'll take it.
You take it.
You were a witness. Yep.
I was a witness.
It's right here on live. There's no witness. Everybody's witnessing. It's right here on live. I'll give you 3-1. 3-1, man.
I'll take it.
Oh dear.
All right, 50 to 150. Done.
All right.
It's nice odds. That's how much you believe in your guy.
Chig, you're not accepting my offer?
I must have it. No, I don't have that much belief.
Even though you think it might weaken him, and it might. Even though this was your suggestion,
I'm sure by a bet. I don't take bets that I think are good. Yeah,
no, the last one you won was so 50-50. It was 2-2 going into the finish.
Nah, I knew.
Yeah, but it was still 2-2. It was still 2-2. It was still 2-2.
So what are you trying to say, Chig? You're trying to say that Khabib was gonna get a job done easy. That's what you're saying now.
I don't think he'll get the job done easy, but I think I think you're foolish backing against the undefeated guy who's
I'm just doing it because
time and time again at that
it's
level.
A risk.
But at the same time, like you say, it's a risk.
I'll give you 20 to my 60. How's that?
20. This guy really trying to make money off it. No, I'm not going to bet against.
He's really giving it 3-1. You know, he's really giving it 3-1.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, is that how you're playing now, Chig? You talk all this tough talk and you're not backing Justin. Ooh.
Bro, don't let it be said that I'm not generous with it. Don't let it be said. I do pay my losses. I always pay my losses. If I lose, I pay. You know what I mean? I come correct, man. You get me? But yeah, we'll see when the time comes. We already know the fight is set. It's just a matter of when it happens, and we know the fight's gonna happen. So we will get there, and when we cross that bridge, it'll be very, very interesting.
All right. Let's see what happens. An hour and a half of us ranting. So,
but yeah.
Unless there's anything else you want to mention.
No, quick one.
I want to say something.
R.I.P. to Abdulmanap. We're not going to see no one like him. You know what I mean? Again, very, very respected. So, yeah, man. Big loss to the MMA community. Again, just wanted to reiterate that. But yeah. We're going to next week. Looking forward to Fight Island. Very excited about that one.
Of course. We'll be able to do a real extensive deep dive on that card. So make sure you guys keep a lookout. If you're watching us for the first time,
can I ask a quick question?
Go on.
Quick question.
Go on.
Did you guys? Me and Ola had a little bit of a mini argument on Saturday about Mike Perry. And I was comparing him to a certain guy. You see who they're talking about him fighting next now?
Certain Nate Diaz.
Yes.
And that makes Ola happy.
It will make Ola happy. It will make me happy too. Because the real black guy will fuck the fake black guy up. Okay, how about that? How about we take our 2% black and fuck your whatever percent black you got? How about that? How about that? I'm not even
gonna touch that one. I'm not gonna touch that one.
You ain't talking? You not talking? Cut your tongue? What?
I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
He's not biting.
Well, yeah, because for me, I don't rate Nate like that. So that's an Ola thing.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
I don't rate Nate like that. Did you not hear me? Of course, Nate beats him, but I don't rate Nate.
You don't rate this guy. You don't rate the guy who's
high.
about to do what he's doing to McGregor now. You don't rate this guy.
Yeah, I don't rate him that highly. No, I don't rate him that highly. I don't. I've always said it. This is why when people were asking me, "Oh, who do you pick, Nate or Jorge?" My mind, no fucking Jorge is a much better fighter than Nate. I don't know what people are talking about here. I genuinely didn't understand it. Yes, do I think he beats Mike Perry? Of course I do. Because I think Mike Perry has a certain level, and it's just to bite, as he calls it, looks at people in the mirror and just picks them. So go continue doing that, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? So it's not. It was never something that should be pricked at with me.
And listen, this is one thing. This is one thing I'm gonna say. If Mike Perry comes to the octagon with that one girl against Nate, he's fucked. That's what I'm gonna say. He better find a corner. He better find a team. If he comes with that one girl as his corner individual, I'm not gonna go all sexism here. As his corner individual, if he comes with that one girl, Nate smokes him.
All right. Well, all right. Like
I
said,
we'll see closer to the time.
Let's get it all wrapped up. Sorry, George, you joined up right at the end. Please do stick a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll have a much more extensive show for you guys next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully with less rowing. I just decided to let that get on with it because I want in no mood to
It could be you next week, bro. It could be you next week. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Could be you two. It could be you two. It could be you two. It could be you two.
But please do stick a like on this video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll be back next week to talk about, what is it, 252?
251.
251? 251. So make sure you don't miss that. And until next week, guys, we are out of here. Take care.
Hola.
Salute.
Deuces. We out.